meal prep around here because a lot of the meal prep stuff that I see at least has sometimes both, and that doesn't really fly too well with us. We kind of like variety, so instead I like to make a bunch of a base, and then you can twist this into a bunch of different meals. So what I've done is I haven't had time to cook in probably 2 weeks, and I haven't really been able to do it very well either because of this thing, so I've been using the crock pot. Love the crock pot. I literally throw it in here and leave it, and it's done for me. And then we can use this one meal base to make 4 different meals. So I want you to zoom in real quick. Now I went ahead and cooked the chicken. And how I did that was, like always, I never put oil in the bottom of this. I literally put the raw chicken breast in the bottom of the crock pot, and then I seasoned it with salt, pepper, and garlic. I kept it very simple. Salt, pepper, and garlic's your go-to seasonings. You can twist that into Italian, Mexican food, Greek, Asian. It's very versatile. It's not gonna mess it up. So for instance, if you put like rosemary and basil on it for Italian food, that might kind of not taste that great in tacos. So if you keep your seasonings really simple with just salt, pepper, and garlic, you can twist this a million different ways. Now, our very first meal, obviously, was just a chicken breast, and then I baked potato and had a salad. So there's meal number 1. Easy peasy. Throw the potatoes in the microwave. Your salad, you buy the pre-washed stuff, and then you top it however you like, but that's easy. So the chicken, I put it on about lunchtime. It cooked, 3 or 4 hours in the crock pot, and it was done for supper. Now, 1 pot. I'm going to shred the rest of the chicken. So I decided to let you guys see how I did that. It's not very complicated. It's not hard to do. It is actually a little bit easier if you do it when it's still hot. But if you don't, you don't, and that still works because this isn't hot and it's working just fine. So I am going to shred the rest of the chicken. Why do I do that? Well, we're gonna make tacos as one of our meal. And if you shred your chicken, it stretches it. So whereas, my husband may eat a whole entire chicken breast if it's chicken and baked potato and salad, he's not gonna eat a whole chicken breast worth of chicken if I've shredded it up and put it in tacos. So it's money saving that way too. So I will shred the chicken. Tacos, for us, I do like to use soft corn tortillas. That's gonna be your healthiest option, but you can use what you want. If you want the crispy ones, you go right ahead. You're living in your body. You eat what you want. But for us, we do the thin, soft corn tortillas, and then we add our chicken. Now, if I wanted to spice it up a little bit, I'm going to move this closer, then I may add jalapenos. You can add guacamole. You don't even have to make it. The store makes this stuff for you. You can make this as easy or hard on yourself as you like. Hot sauce, grated cheese if you're into that. You can buy lettuce that's already shredded up for you. And then of course, hot sauce, your favorite jarred hot sauces, and you've got taco knot. Now, if I'm going to the trouble of dragging out 1 crock pot, I'm gonna drag out 2, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw some pinto beans and make a crock pot full of beans. I'll have 2 crock pots going. I got chicken in 1, beans in the other. So for our Mexican food night, our Taco Tuesday, we'll have the pinto beans as a side. Then I can also repurpose those pinto beans, and I'll just make some cornbread, and y'all can find the link for that on my YouTube channel or down below. I think I posted that another time, and see how to make cornbread. But we'll have beans and cornbread one night, and then we're gonna have barbecue sandwiches. So I will take part of this shredded up chicken and put it in a bag for tacos, and then we'll put some of the other in a bag for the barbecue chicken. Now, what I like to do, just to make things a little bit easier, is use 2 bags. That way I can put barbecue sauce right into the bag with the chicken, mix it up really easily, and then my husband can just microwave it as much as he wants and make a sandwich out of that. So for us, that seems to be the easiest. Now, I have made barbecue sauce. In the cookbook, you get a recipe for my Texas barbecue sauce, but you can store buy your barbecue sauce. I like a certain brand that I use at the grocery store, and you can find that in another video too on my website or on my business page. And we will make barbecue sandwiches. We can still use some of the beans, or I'll do home fries. So we have potatoes from the first meal still, right? So I'll just chop those up and you can watch that video too. So lots of videos to help you out. So put this in the fridge for later, add barbecue sauce to it. For sandwiches, there's meal number 2, and then pull some out for tacos. There's meal number 3. Meal number 4 we're gonna make together. So I've got probably the equivalent of a little bit more than 1 chicken breast of shredded chicken in here. It's really all you need. I'm going to basically make kind of like a chicken goulash. Now, it's not really a recipe because you just kind of dump this stuff in a pot and cook it again in the same crock pot. Notice that it's in the same one. I've only dirtied up 1 pot. So I'm going to use this Muir Glen fire roasted organic crushed tomatoes. I love this can brand. Now we did have a, what size is this? 28 ounce, so it's the big giant one. And we're gonna add a little bit of broth because we are gonna put noodles in here. Now, I know y'all are like, hey, the other day you said you don't put noodles in your soups because it makes it all mushy. True, but we are going to eat this. This is not gonna make a giant bowl of soup that we're gonna eat on for like a week. This is only gonna make probably 4 servings. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we're gonna actually eat it today. So it's not gonna sit in the refrigerator and get all mushy and gushy, but if you did watch that video and you did do that tip of pre-cooking all your pasta and you have frozen it, just pull it out when you've got about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes before you're gonna eat, and dump that cooked pasta in here and it's perfect, ready to go. If not, you need to add liquid so that your pasta will cook, because it needs to soak up all that liquid, right? So I'm using just macaroni because that's what we used for goulash, but if I didn't have macaroni, I wouldn't care. I would use what I had, right? And I don't know, that's maybe a cup of macaroni. And then I used a 28 ounce can of crushed tomatoes, and I used the whole thing of the chicken broth, and then about 1, maybe 1.5 shredded chicken breasts. Now, I don't want to chop up an onion. This is easy meal prep. I don't have time to cook, right? So this is a great pantry item. Chopped dried onions. Looks like this. You can find it anywhere. They're just dehydrated, and I will add about a tablespoon of those in there. If you don't like onions, don't add it. All fine. Now, I'm not going to season this again because I've got salt from my chicken stock. I have seasoned my shredded chicken really well. So I want to make sure that this cooks a little bit before I taste it and season it again, right? Now, remember I said I made those beans? Well, we've got some leftover beans. Now, you can certainly put these in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. Yeah, do it. Freeze everything. It works beautifully. And you know what? If it gets kind of mushy, even better, add a little spoonful of peanut butter, squish it up, you got refried beans that are healthy for you. So, win-win. But I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of beans to this as well. So, very versatile. Really, this is 2 bases and 6 meals, you know, because we had beans and cornbread, we had beans as a side for the tacos, and now we've got beans in our shredded chicken goulash. And they're seasoned too, so I'm not going to season this anymore. I'm not going to put anything else in there until it's ready to go, and then I'll add salt to taste. If we want it a little spicy, I'll add my little sliced jalapenos, right? So, I'm going to cook this in the crock pot on high for about 4 hours. It's 3 o'clock. It'll be perfect for supper time, and a little bit left over for lunch tomorrow, and we've got supper and lunch covered for most of the week. So hopefully you guys have time to go to the store, get your ingredients. If you have any questions, comment below, like and share my video. Talk to y'all later. Bye.